They're looking for an advantage to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husker! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, this he worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again?
The give to the tailback. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Quarterback checking the play. Downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Giving him his pads. And oh no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
He uncorks one deep, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.